Hey guys, how you doing? Who remembers Karate Kid? Do you remember Karate Kid? I love that show. One of my favorite movies all time. Mr. Miyagi. You remember he sort of went in there and fought the bullies, attacking Daniel, and then he took Danny Rizzuto or whatever it was. He took him from the self-help karate book all the way up to the All Valley Championship. And yeah, he loved him like a son, didn't he, Mr. Miyagi? See the pictures here. But what if Mr. Miyagi, a Pat Morita, great actor, a fictional character, but what if I told you there was a real person, real Mr. Miyagi in Perth? And this, I'm talking about Bobby Boxrite Mayne. The gent's only a little bit older than me, so I wasn't really joking with the Miyagi stuff there, but fantastic dude. And that's why it really brought a smile to my face when I saw Bobby with up-and-coming MMA fighter, UFC prospect, Xavier Slim Beeck. And I just thought this is just the greatest. This is a great match, up here, and caught up with Xavier Slim, and I said, yeah, give us a quote about Bobby, man. And he said, look, Bobby has helped me so much, improve not only my boxing, but my skills as a coach and an overall person. He is always so kind and is ready to drop anything he's got going on. And help someone out, and for that everyone should give him his due flowers. That's what he said there: due respect, due flowers. And I said, thanks, man. Thanks, Slim. Good on you. Slim just had a really impressive win against a top-notch boxer with 15 fights. And yeah, and Xavier says, of course, I love Bobby. I'll take any chance to sing his praises. And there he is, Bobby. But there's a lot more to just coaching. Look, Bobby, he was in the army. This guy is not afraid to, protect his mates, protect his country. Bobby had 34 amateur fights. I mean, back in the day, that the amateur scene was the whole scene. I mean, you'd have a state title fight, and there'd sort of only be like a handful of mates there, but that was a big deal. And look at him go, Bobby Mayne, man. I mean, I wouldn't last 30 seconds with him. But he's been around. He's done a lot. Look, he's written a book. He's literally written the book on boxing, Art of Boxing. There he is with Nigel Benn. He's worked with Manny Pacquiao, probably one of the most famous boxers of all time. Mike Tyson, Freddie Roach. These are top names. And Bobby Mayne, he's been involved with them. He's taught them, and he's been there. And what people might not know is the link between Bobby Mayne here, who is actually a Willen Senior High School alumni with quite a few crew there. I mean, here we are. We got Habby Heskey and Darren Curovic and Grant Wilkie and a lot of other crew there. Brad Russell. But a lot of people know Bobby from his link with Daniel Dawson, 8-time world champion. And just in the same way how Mr. Miyagi took Daniel to the All Valley State Champion karate title, Bobby kind of did the same thing with Daniel Dawson, taking him to the highest levels of boxing. And let's see what Daniel "The Rock" Dawson, principal of Legends Academy, says here. He says, having known coach and mentor Bobby Mayne for over 20 years, I was fortunate to have him agree to coach me from 2008 to 2013. And if you know about Daniel Dawson, that guy is the real deal. He's had probably near 100 fights. He's definitely had 50-odd Muay Thai fights, very successful, mainly all wins. Bobby is a passionate and strategic coach, always studying and always learning. He's adaptable and consistent, traits that not many coaches have. Bobby's just a genius, I mean, we ask people about Bobby, they all say the same thing, like he learns things, he keeps dynamic, he keeps moving, he's done Filipino martial arts. I was talking to Grant Wilkie about that. Yep, Army veteran, knows Kali, Filipino stick, knife fighting, fought Muay Thai, kickboxing. But yeah, and then Daniel Dawson continues there. He said, my time with Bobby was an absolute pleasure. We achieved a goal that no human had ever done before: world titles in 3 different disciplines: Muay Thai, kickboxing, and boxing. And that's a big deal because back in the day, those disciplines were worlds apart. You didn't, there weren't that many people who were jumping across from one to one there. And Daniel Dawson, he says, I'm eternally grateful for his friendship and guidance, one of the greats in the game. And I think this link there, what I want to link with Bobby Mayne, is just this, the theme of being a great mate, great friend. Everybody is saying that. And it's not just sort of great mate. This is the kind of guy who will throw punches. And Bobby Mayne is humble and polite and just the last person you think to be dangerous. And he is. He's a weapon. He's dangerous. Talking to Darren Curovic from Curovic. Darren Curovic, principal of Curovic, went on to get Australian title. He was pretty much undefeated in Muay Thai for a very long time. Oceania title. He Sam Solomon, he fought Eugene Neckelboom, and Bobby actually worked with Darren. Darren worked with Bobby, and this is what Darren says here. It wasn't just the proper. So he says, well, I can say he's definitely always got his mate's backs. One night at Raffles in the mid-'80s, I got in a bit of a strife out the front with a nice group of fellows wanting to bash me. This is what Darren Curovic says, the dude. All of our so-called mates decided to flee and leave. And Bobby and myself, back to back, proceeded to punch holes in our antagonists. Bobby was the only one with the guts to hang back and help me. And that's a common theme. I mean, we saw Slim there. He said Bobby's just always ready to drop things and help out, and Daniel Dawson's obviously said the same thing there. We're sort of just getting this repeated theme of Bobby just stepping up, and like Mr. Miyagi, he's just so humble and quiet. You wouldn't know. Talk to Grant there, Grant Wilkie, who used to be sort of pretty busy coach at Curovic. He said, Willen High School legend Bobby Mayne, I vouch for his pad holding. I have taught his combos to my own students and the ties. And he and Julian assisted myself and Darren's. We cornered Darren's second fight, Darren Curovic. First ever fight for Curovic. That is the first ever fight for Curovic. Bobby Mayne was part of that. I just wanted to put a thanks out there, Bobby Mayne. You see him around. He's a dude, and he's not only is he into boxing, he's actually done some work with academics as well, and he's actually quite a proficient actor. He's taken some roles, extras, and this and that all around the place. So, Bobby Mayne, appreciate your effort. Paul Marston also said hello and sang his praises. So, good on you, Bobby Mayne. Good luck.